hope this works. Hi. Let me know if you can hear me. Type in the chat. This is our first time going live on YouTube, so.
What kind of face was that?
That was I hope this is working face. If you're here, let me see you. Okay. I can't see anything in the chat. Okay. Oh, hey, Lorraine. Okay, now I can see it because I changed it to live chat. So we're figuring this YouTube thing out slowly but surely. So, hi, Lorraine. Hi, everyone who's on here. And before we get started, I just want to say this is an hour past my bedtime. So, I don't know. Hi, Megan. So I don't know what that means, but yeah. So if I can't make a sentence form, then that's why. Because we go to bed really early and we get up really early. So this is late for us. Okay. So I'm Michelle.
And I'm Adam.
And we have a small farm and a small business where we make t-shirts that have homesteady farm themes. And yeah, we've been doing that for 2 years now. So if you aren't familiar with us, that is who we are. We have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. We homeschool. What else? What else about us?
We grow a lot of our own food. I know, especially this year, we had several meals that almost 100% came from the yard, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I work outside of the home, so I work over in Charlotte, and I'm gone most of the time. So most of my evenings and weekends are spent doing homestead work.
Yep.
Today we've been putting down flooring.
We're still trying to finish our remodel. If you've been following our journey, we've been remodeling our home. We started the weekend before Thanksgiving, I think, and tore down a wall in our kitchen, and all that's documented if you want to go back on our channel and look at those videos. But we were just trying to wrap up the main part of our remodel, which was putting the floor down in our living room and hallway, and then we could move the furniture back in, all that kind of stuff. So Lorraine said, tell us how many animals you have. Hi, Shannon. How many, Lorraine? Oh my word. A lot.
Yeah. See, we have I don't know, like 10 or 12 pigs, I think.
Is that bad? Do most people know exactly how many animals they have?
I know we have 15 sheep because I check them every day. 15.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And several on the way.
Yeah, we were supposed to have lambs anytime.
I think we have about 12 pigs. We have 87 chickens. 88 maybe.
That was a total guess.
Yeah. No, it's in the 80s.
Okay.
We have 80 something. We have a cat. What else do we have?
We have a dog.
Yeah.
We have 2 rabbits.
2 rabbits.
We have lots of guineas.
Yeah.
I don't know how many guineas we have.
Probably 20. 20 guineas.
Yeah. What else do we have? Is that all we have?
Mm-hmm. 2 geese.
Oh, yeah, our geese. I love our geese.
Yeah. They are cool.
Yeah. Hey, it's your favorite local quack dealers.
Hey, Candace.
Hi, Candace. How are you? Okay. So if anyone else has any more questions, then just type it in the chat and we'll answer it. But one question I've been getting on YouTube or email or private messages is how did we win the Hollers over to North Carolina?
Yeah.
And I hope Megan Holler watches this because she'll think that's funny too. But we did not win them over to North Carolina because I think North Carolina won itself over. Like,
Right.
North Carolina is an awesome place to live. Hi, Jan. Hi, Amanda. So if you don't know what we're talking about, the Hollers, the Holler Homestead, they went searching for their perfect homestead all over the country. So they traveled to like 45 states, I think, in 10 months. And they had this beautiful, beautiful documentary. In fact, the kids just asked to watch it again. We watched it live on New Year's Day, and the kids actually wanted to watch it again tonight. So that'll make Megan happy, I know. But yeah, it was a beautiful movie that she put together, and it just documented their entire year of travel. And then they ended up deciding where they wanted to live, and they decided on Western North Carolina. So we're not in Western North Carolina; we're like Central North Carolina, really. So, so we did not convince them to stay here, but we did enjoy spending time with them, and you'll just have to go and follow them and see their journey. They're just really amazing people, and we just fell in love with them, and we're going to be lifelong friends, I know. So, okay. Next question was, how did the homestead come to be? And this was from our friend Shannon. How did the homestead come to be? So did one of us have this dream, or did both of us, or how is this happening? Would you like to answer that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just been a way of life for me, you know, my whole life, especially here. This is the house that I grew up in and the land that I grew up on. And so it was just a way of life, gardening and having animals. And at our old house where we used to live, we always had a garden and some chickens, but I've learned a lot of new ways of doing things since we moved here. So lots of experiments.
Yeah. But so, yeah, it was definitely you. I mean,
yeah,
it was not, it was never like something I really aspired to. So I think this past year has been a lot of just us kind of compromising or I don't know, talking about our strengths and differences, because I think it's hard when one of you feels really drawn to something and the other one just doesn't. And so then the one, then one of them is like, why aren't you supporting me or whatever? And so it's just a lot. I mean, it's just, marriage is hard work, and so yeah, we're just still learning.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it, and I enjoy the animals, and I didn't think I would. And I actually helped with chicken processing this year, and I didn't think I could do that. And that's one of those things that was scary that I did this year. And so
I guess there was a time earlier in the year when we really had to talk about some stuff, didn't we? Was it earlier this year?
Yeah.
Where we had to work out our differences.
Yeah.
Which helped a lot.
Yeah, because both of us are very different, and he is very much into the homesteading, the growing of the food and the animals, and I enjoy that, but that's like I think I'm drawn to it now just because I want to spend time with him, and I want to help him, and I want us to eat healthy and that kind of thing. Hi, Loretta. But I think for me, I love Farm Life Outfitters. I love creating. I love marketing. I'm starting to teach some marketing classes because I just that's my passion. That's what I love, and he doesn't. So in fact, we're going to do a video coming up soon on like our strengths and weaknesses and how we work together. And I feel like that's why our business is successful. It's small, but it's successful, and I think it's going to be more successful, but just because he's strong at part of it, and I'm strong at part of it, and we just have to work together. So
we have a lot of goals too. I mean, we talk about our future and what we want it to be, and to have something to work toward.
Yeah, if you have a common goal that you're working toward, like ours is to have Adam at home with us and to work on Farm Life Outfitters, the farm, to raise our animals, you know, for a living. I mean, you know, that if we know that that's the end goal in mind, then it's easier to figure out, okay, what are we each strong at? Well, let's just, you know, go for it and do it all the way while we still support each other. So, so speaking of goals, oh, hi, Jason. I guess this is Jason because Lorraine has already told us hello. So hi, Jason. So goals for 2019. We want to hear yours. We just did a video on our goals for 2019, and one of the things that do you want to talk about this first, or do you want me to?
Go for it.
Okay. One of the things that I said in the video that I wanted to do, or I wanted to complete this year, really, is a book that I've been working on. And I really haven't told many people about it because it's one of those things that you're like, this is so big and scary that you just don't even want to like say it out loud. I told it to him, and I was kind of embarrassed when I said, I think I'm supposed to write a book. I think the Lord wants me to write a book. And, you know, he's like, what's going to keep you from writing that book? Like, what would stop you from doing that? And immediately discipline came to my mind because I am a really great starter of things, but I'm not a great finisher of things. And unfortunately, our kids have inherited some of those genes from me. And so I have great big ideas. And I love to get things started, and I love to just dream big dreams. And I get really pumped about them, and then it's just like drops off when it gets hard, or when I just run out of time, or when my focus is shifted somewhere else. So anyways, I'm writing a book, and the funny thing is the book is on intentional living, because my word for the year, I don't know if you guys do words of the year, but I asked the Lord for my word last year, and my word was intentional. And he, as he always does, he showed me all throughout the year ways that I needed to be more intentional. And so I've written them all down. I'm trying to get all my thoughts together, and put it all in something. So that's my like big baby for the year that I really would love to finish.
So what's your word for this year?
Oh, my word for this year is joy. And it was really kind of funny because a mutual friend of ours, a mutual friend, like, yeah, anyways, a friend of ours, Laura Lemons, her little girl. Okay, so we live in North Carolina. It rains all the time here, all the time.
It was just this year.
Yeah, just this year, but like literally, this has become our reality. Like, it's Adam goes out the door in the morning. He goes, "Guess what? It's raining." You know, because it's like it won't stop raining. Yeah. So, anyways, okay, long story. I get really, y'all, this is the problem with live videos and me, is because I'm just going to go like chase these rabbits the whole time. But so my friend Laura, she said on Facebook this morning that we get so caught up in complaining when something like the weather is not going the way we think it should. Like, we get tired of all the rain here. Well, she said her little girl told her, I don't remember how exactly she said it, but she was saying that she knew why the Lord made it rain so much was because the flowers were thirsty, the animals were thirsty, the people were thirsty. Like, she thought of why the Lord was sending us rain, and it just really spoke to Laura that she shared it on Facebook. Like, even though we get so down and dreary and in all this, like, having joy because we're being provided for is just beautiful. And so anyways, that just kind of like reaffirmed, yes, Jason, so much rain. Oh my gosh. Just reaffirmed, like, just joy in the Lord. That's what I want this year, and that's what I believe is my word. So you want to talk about your word for last year and this year, or just this year? What do you want to talk about? You can, whatever you want to talk about, it's fine.
I feel like my word for this year is focus. Just focus more on the garden, mainly because it's bigger. It's going to be very big.
Yeah.
And I was able to save quite a few seeds from last year, so that's going to be fun to experiment with those and see how that goes. I've never really saved seed before, like that, like multiple things. So that's going to be fun. And I would like to focus on trying to make some money from here, like, selling things that we do and make and grow. So focus on that.
And we're both going to have to be focused this year. We're trying to be very, very smart with our money, and with our resources, and just using. That's been something that's been really hard for me because I don't feel very equipped to use all of our harvest. And so that's going to take some intention from me to actually figure out how to use all of what we grow and not waste anything. So,
except for the chickens, we use all that.
We do. Yeah. Well, yeah. I've gotten to where I really love the broth and everything. So, when we get completely done with one of our chickens, then I make broth and we use that. So, so anyways, okay. What else?
About this year?
Yeah.
We're going to do a weekly date night. No kids. Somehow we're going to squeeze that in.
Yeah.
We're going to take them and drop them off in the woods. We'll come back and have date night.
No, we're not. Don't believe him. We're not doing that. But
they would like that.
They probably would like that, but no, we're not doing that. But yeah, just like I used to think date nights were we have to go out to eat because we just don't go out to eat very often, and so that's kind of like a nice treat. But yeah, we just need to let the kids spend a little time with grandparents, and even if we just come back home and watch a movie or come back home and talk, because it's very hard for us to find time to talk uninterrupted. And so yeah, just making time for each other is going to be oh, hi, Brooke. Would be good. We just don't, I think, as many of you know, if you're married, like, especially if you have children, then it's like your relationship kind of gets put at the very bottom a lot of times. And that's not very healthy for your family. Yeah. So
it's hard to get it all in.
I know it is. We're going to exercise daily. So Adam said he wants to walk in the mornings, and he used to do that some by himself. He'd get up and just walk even before it got light. and I want to do something during the day with the kids. We were doing yoga for a little while together, and they really like that. So we'll probably do some more yoga, and then I want us just to walk a lot too. So that's pretty much, those are our main goals for the year, I think. Sorry. Oh no. Sorry. Stick with it. Oh, coming along. How did you get? Oh, okay, that's good. Jan said, how is the remodel coming along, and how did you get your farm name? So the remodel is going. It's we have just put down the flooring today that we needed to put down in the main areas, the main living areas, and then we'll work on like putting our furniture back in tomorrow and all those little finishing touches. And then the last room really that we need to touch is our bedroom, and we just have to, well, I say it like it's nothing, but we have to scrape the popcorn ceilings in our bedroom, just like we've done in the rest of the house, and that's like no fun whatsoever. But scrape the ceilings, paint the walls, pull the carpet up. Hi, Judy. And put down this laminate flooring. So we got this nice, pretty, it's like hand scrape looking, is that what you call it? Mm-hmm. Wood laminate flooring. So so it looks very rustic. You'll see it when we're going to do like a tour, or like a, big remodel reveal when we get everything finished. And so yeah, so that's all we really have to do that's left. So that's good. And how do we get our farm name? Well,
is this, I guess, Farm Life Outfitters?
Yeah. I guess we don't technically have a farm name for our farm.
Right.
Our business is called Farm Life Outfitters. We played around with a lot of different names when we were getting ready to start our business 2 years ago. No, it's actually been almost 3 years ago. Wow, that's a long time. And yeah, I don't know. I liked Outfitters because, I don't know, I just liked the way that sounded. And I don't know. I've never been asked that question before. That kind of like stumped me. But
I think it just came to you. We were just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We just thought of it one night and looked it up, and it was available, and we signed up for it right away.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose it. I kind of played around with some different things, but that one really just stuck with me, and I was like, I can't believe this isn't taken yet, and so we grabbed it up, and so it's like, that's how you can find us on anything: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. But yeah.
And we want it to be like a general store at some point. I mean, that was one thought.
Yeah. So originally
not just shirts, but
originally we knew we were going to start with t-shirts for our business. And it's farmlifeoutfitters.com if some of you are watching and you don't know our business or anything about us. But we wanted to start with t-shirts because we knew that was just a base place to start. And then we really wanted to make it into sort of a general store where we would house the tools and things that we used and ship those out as people wanted them. But I was trained in graphic design when I went to school, and so I had come up with some ideas. I had a friend of mine, Molly, and she did a bunch of our designs, and she did an awesome job. Everything that I told her I wanted, she did. And but it was just a creative thing for me, and I liked designing the t-shirts and things. And we don't know, I mean, our business is evolving, so we don't really know what Farm Life Outfitters will cover. One day we have many ideas and dreams about what our business will be one day. So I don't know about the general store thing, if that'll ever be or not, but we we still enjoy doing the t-shirts. We enjoy doing the events that we go to, and I like hearing your feedback on our shirts. So, anyways, I need a cute hat. Well, we can hook you up, Lorraine. Let's see.
I was asked today how was gardening without the tractor easier? Remember, I said that in one of the videos I did.
Mm-hmm.
It was easier because of the weeds, I believe. I don't know if you remember the lower section that I used the tractor for,
mm-hmm.
and it was just a lot of work hoeing and
mm-hmm.
getting the weeds out around the plants.
Yeah.
And the other part of the garden that was mulched with leaves and straw didn't have a problem with the leaves. That's why it was easier without the tractor and more enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. But I didn't know you had a question. I didn't know you. Okay. So, what else? Tony came up with the joy of focus. Very good. Yep. Put them together. Yeah. So who do you guys follow on Instagram? I mean, on Instagram. We're not on Instagram. We're on YouTube. Who do you guys follow on YouTube? I'm just always interested to find out what channels y'all follow or you subscribe to. Yeah. Many people, like I know who, like our little group of friends and people that we've met this past year in the homesteading community, those are the people that I follow and that I watch their videos religiously. And I'm just always interested to find out who our followers watch, and what kind of videos that you want to see from us. I mean, we haven't done a whole lot of like recipes and things, and that's kind of what I wanted to do a little bit more of. I make sourdough bread. My friend Jennifer taught me how to make sourdough bread, and so I'd like to kind of do videos like that, showing how we make our own food and things that we used to just buy at the store.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. The Fit Farmer, yes, and they're local, out in the country. Have you seen that one before?
Mm-hmm.
We know Doug and Stacy. Yep. Justin Rhodes. Yep. I'm always surprised if someone says they don't know who Justin Rhodes is. Just like if someone says they don't know who Joel Salatin is. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Judge Judy. That's my sister. She watches Paranormal and Judge Judy, and I have never watched either one of those on YouTube, but it's funny. Okay, so Lorraine said the Townsends. I don't think I know them either. Well, you are giving me a great idea. I need to look up all these channels tomorrow. Lorraine said, how many acres are you on?
It's 10 to 15 acres. I guess it's right at 10.
Yep. And we had to fence all of that pretty much since we got here 3 years ago.
Yeah, when we first moved in, we were having predator problems really bad. I actually shot at least one, maybe two coyotes right out the back door.
Yeah, they were just right there in our backyard next to the playground.
Yeah. Yeah. So we basically put a perimeter fence around the whole place, and that's helped with the predators and the geese and the dog. All that has helped with the hawks and things. But, no more coyotes or foxes.
Yeah, that's been a big change.
Yeah.
Because it used to be all the time when we first got here.
Plus, the only way in is the driveway, so that's nice too.
Yeah.
For animals getting out, if they get out, they're just going to be in the yard. So which is where they are most of the time anyway. So.
Oh, that was another question. So I forgot. I've had questions that I didn't write down. Was when Adam referred to not mowing the lawn, we didn't really specifically say what we were doing, like how we didn't have to use the lawnmower this year. So go ahead.
What?
Well, we used the sheep. The sheep were, I think you said that we had fencing that we moved every day, but the sheep rotated little paddocks every day around our yard. So they really mowed the grass for us this year. And that was nice. And it was always funny to look out the window and see sheep just, right there at your steps.
Yeah, that fencing is very flexible. You can make it in whatever shape you want and wherever you want to go. And it's lightweight and easy to use. I could move the sheep in 10 minutes every day, move their water. So they mowed our lawn.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Adam really, that is one thing Adam hates doing is mowing the grass. And it's
I don't mind it. It seems like a waste of time.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You're so time efficient all the time. It's like killing you to sit on the lawnmower, I should be doing something else right now.
Yeah.
So, but the sheep enjoyed it.
Yeah. And it was better for them also. The first year we had them, they had parasites really bad.
Yeah.
And it was because we couldn't move them. We didn't have any way to move them really. But once I started moving them every day and giving them minerals and things that they need, we didn't have any parasite problems this year.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that because I was just like, well, this is just what happens. Sheep just die every year in the summertime with the parasites. But you were really intentional about moving them often, and we didn't have any sick sheep this year, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
But Jason said they were thinking about sheep for that purpose too.
Yeah.
So Candace said, what size mobile fencing do you use?
What size?
Yeah.
It's that's the sheep fence. There's the Premier one has different styles. There's poultry net, sheep fence, and I think the one we have is 42 inches tall and 160 feet long. I think that's about right.
Okay. And still, go ahead. Did you say something? And still on the sheep, Jason said, do you know if I can move 2 sheep on 1 acre?
Yeah, easily. Just all you need is two of those fences. That way you have them in one the first day and you have the next one set up the next day, and then you just move them in there. Move the old fence to the new location and do it again the next day.
Yeah. It took him this year, when he knew he was going to be moving the sheep all around the yard. It took him just a little more planning, how do I do this the most efficient way so I don't have to keep backtracking or moving the fence again. And so
you have to plan it. You have to kind of map out how you want it to go.
Yeah.
And it was nice just having them, clean up some areas that's hard to get to with the mower anyway. So
yeah, I'm trying to read the comments as they're coming up. Real quick, go back up. Who decided to evict the TV?
I did.
It was really a family decision, though. We had talked about it for a long time, and I had really felt convicted about the TV, and then right after that, I just kind of brushed it off. Someday, we'll get rid of it. We never had cable or satellite, though, so that was the thing. A lot of people are dealing with that, having to go from having all this, TV time and all these awesome shows and channels to having nothing. But we never had cable or satellite. We just had local channels, and we used it really just to watch movies most of the time, or PBS or something. But then I read the Magnolia Story, Joanna Gaines' book, and I also read Chip Gaines' book, Capital Gains. And I can't remember in which book. I think it was his book, and he was talking about getting rid of the TV when they got married. Like they did like premarital counseling, and the pastor actually challenged them to not have the TV for the first 6 months of their marriage, just to get to know each other better. And so they were like, okay, challenge accepted. So they did that. And she was like, we played board games and we talked and we read and, all this stuff. And they were like, we did it for 6 months. We can do it for another 6 months. And it just kept on. And they still don't have a TV in their home, many, many, many years later. So I was just like, I think TV, we're not like anti-TV people. We're not like the TV is Satan, but I do think it steals a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
And that you don't even know it's stealing. So just like with our devices, I mean, just like anything, any kind of screen is stealing time away from people that are precious to you. So that's just something to watch out for. And we were really just wanting to spend more face time with people, so.
It's been nice
with our kids. Yeah,
it's been nice. We play a lot of games with the kids and read books.
They mostly got board games for Christmas. Like they got so many games for Christmas because grandparents knew that we didn't have a TV and we knew we didn't have a TV. And so we all just got games and we were really enjoying spending time together and playing games together. So
outside and the kids are outside all the time.
Yeah, more time outside. It got to where Travis, our 3-year-old, he would come into the living room every single time. He would come into the living room. He would sit down in the recliner and he would tell me what he wanted to watch on TV. Yeah. And we don't have it. Like, I know a lot of people have the TV on all day just like for noise, but we don't usually have it on. And so I just got so tired of coming in and being like, okay, like just caving in and just letting him watch stuff all day. It was just bad. I just didn't like it that he expected to watch the TV every time he walked into the living room. And so now we don't have a TV, and then we got lots of books. So we read books. And we play games and stuff. So it's good. All right, this is moving fast, so I don't want to like.
Shannon.
Okay, Shannon, my daughter Lauren wants to know how the kids like living the homestead lifestyle and what is their favorite part of that lifestyle.
I think their favorite part would be just creating stuff, or I don't know the right word, but like just dreaming up something outside and doing it, building a fort in the blueberry bushes. Or,
we had leftover flooring for like flooring samples, and they like went and built a floor into their in the blueberry bushes, like as their little fort, and their papa just helped them build a little wagon that they were wanting to build so they can pull each other down the driveway and stuff. And
they just love running around, and they love the animals.
Sydney
rides the pig, which is funny.
Yeah, we'll have to.
She hasn't done that in a while.
No, she's probably too big now. I'd love to like get a video of that because that's hilarious. But
catching chickens and
they love the animals. And I'm thankful. Just like Rebecca Rhodes posted today, because they had a butchering workshop at their house, and she just said, "Man, we're so blessed that like our kid, like we weren't raised this way, but our kids are being raised this way, and knowing where their food comes from, and just what a blessing that is." So, so that's how we feel about it, and we hope that they feel blessed when they get older, and they're just like, wow, we know a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know.
We don't hide anything from them. I mean, we talk about anything, any questions they have, we talk about, and we also show them, where our food comes from and how things are real life things, life and death.
Yeah.
Things that happen on the farm.
Yeah. Jan, hey, Jason's here. She says she watches Sow the Land. That's awesome. Roots and Refuge. Yep. Hey, I watch all of those. Those are all friends of ours. Yay. We don't have a TV. Well, awesome, Lorraine. I did not know that, but I kind of thought that for some reason. So that's awesome.
David asked how long
I think it's
before,
Candace.
or Candace asked how long before putting the chickens back on the same spot. And I don't know an actual time, but I would say when the grass has grown back fully. That's what I usually do when it's not. The chickens can really tear up a place. I have them in our garden spot now, and it's already like flattened, no grass. But I would say when the grass has grown back fully.
Yeah, lots of TV, lots of anti-TV comments.
Yeah.
Do your kids do homestead chores? So yes.
That's interesting, isn't it? We've been struggling with chores lately.
We have been struggling with chores. I'm getting choked up about that.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle. I had like a little breakdown. I think it was this morning, first thing. We had a rough day yesterday, and just we're in a struggle right now, especially with our oldest, just about chores and responsibility. And I think we're going to come out on the other side, and it's going to be good. But right now, we're in the middle of it, and it's rough. They enjoy. I think they enjoy the farm chores more than the house chores.
Right.
So.
But I'm trying not to make the farm chores as chores. I want that to be incentive. I want them to be paid for doing stuff like that if they want to do it. So, like the eggs, if we're selling eggs, then they get part of it if they go collect them and clean them and do all of that.
So it's not a requirement. It's just that's something that we, if they want to make money, if they understand that this is a business, and we want them to kind of grasp that concept of you have to put in work to make money.
Yeah.
But they're responsible for things just in the house too that they are rebelling against right now.
Yeah.
So if you have any ideas about that, then you are welcome to share them. Where Adam printed off a new like chore, not a chore chart, but just like a kind of like who is responsible for what. And it's not really a check off list or anything that they do every day. We've tried those kind of things in the past, but it's more of a just laying it out there, who's responsible for what, and if it's every day or if it's every week. And so.
Yeah. And then I do most of the farm chores, but like the garden, everybody pitches in with that for planting, especially planting and harvesting.
How long do you have to wait to plant in a spot the chickens have been on so veggies aren't burned and bad disease bugs die?
Well, I have the chickens in the garden spot now, and I will probably move them out in February, probably the end of February. So probably a month. I would say a month. It depends on how much mulch you have down, or how, there's a lot of variables. Our garden is going to be heavily mulched, and so that holds a lot of the nutrients, a lot of the nitrogen that burns the vegetables, and so I could probably move them out and plant into it in a week or two, but I'm going to give it a month, I would imagine. If it's bare ground, then you're going to have to let it sit a little longer, or plow it or disc it in, most likely. So.
You just know these things, and I just don't.
Yeah.
But
I know, like I've looked at getting a hoop house to house the chickens in the winter, and I think you can plant right into that. If it's heavily mulched.
Hi, Reggie. How are we feeling so far about joining the YouTube community? We love it. We love it. Reggie is day into day. You need to go follow him. He does beautiful, beautiful videos. He is very artistic. And he actually inspired us to start this. So thank you, Reggie. He was kind of our consultant when we first were having questions about starting YouTube, and we're really enjoying it. I love editing. I love shooting videos. I've got my eye on better equipment, so I'm kind of saving up for that and waiting until, like I said, we're being very intentional about our money. So I could go ahead and get it, but I want to wait until I'm prepared. So, but yeah, we love it. We have met some amazing people in this community. I think our first real taste of it was when we went to the Homesteaders of America conference in Virginia in October. And I thought it was just like, we did Mother Earth News Fair for a couple years. I mean, we've been to it. And I didn't really ever see any YouTubers much. I saw Jason. I remember Jason.
Yeah, I remember seeing Jason.
I remember you, Jason, at Mother Earth News Fair, because I was like, what is this dude doing videoing our stuff? Like, it was just a new concept to me. It was just a new concept to me when I saw like this big camera and people. I didn't know what it was. And then we went to the Homesteaders of America, and like literally everyone carried a camera around, and I was just like, okay, we're the oddballs like now. So anyways, it's been awesome. I love getting to know people better this way. I think, I know we did a video on why we started a YouTube channel, but I forgot to mention this though. I think it's really just like added to our relationships with people. We talk almost every single day about how this person, who may be a family member or a friend or just an acquaintance, comes up to us like they really know us now because they're watching all of our videos. And I don't know, it's just a good way of people getting to know who you are, what your personality is, who you are as a human being. So I feel like we're just connecting better with people after starting this. So, yeah. Anything? No. Okay. So I wanted to just invite you guys to go and subscribe to our channel if you're not already. It just helps us to be more visible on YouTube if you are subscribing to our channel. So we would love that if you would go and do that and help us out. And then we will see you here next Saturday night. So this is like Saturday Night Live Homesteader edition.
There you go.
Yeah, but maybe not quite as funny. But we try to be fun. I don't think we try to be funny. I think we're just funny because we're ridiculous sometimes, and that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, we'll be here next Saturday night. Oh, hi, how are you? We'll be here next Saturday night, and it'll be at 9:00 Eastern. So we hope to see you again next week. Thank you for joining us. It meant so much to us to have this many people on our first live stream. So, yeah. Any
good times?
Good times.
Thanks for all the questions.
Yes, thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
And send us more questions this week. If you think of something else, you can send them to our Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube, whatever. or you can just meet us here next week, and we will answer them then. All right. I hope you guys have a great night.